Hey everyone, welcome to Be-You-tified. Hey everyone, welcome back. So I want you guys to meet Letha. Letha is from, where are you from, Letha?
I'm from the US.
From the US.
I am Indian.
Indian descent. We have a lot of requests for Indian skin. Can you believe that?
That would be great because I have a lot of problems.
Yeah? What kind of problems do you have?
I don't really wear foundation.
Okay.
But, you know, I have a lot of, you know, when I go places, like, I have a lot of discolor. My skin is darker in certain areas, like around my lips.
Okay.
Here.
So you have an even skin tone. You're usually darker right in the around the mouth area.
Yeah, and then, like a little bit under my eyes.
Under eye. Okay. Down. And is that typical of kind of like an Indian skin or Indian heritage?
So, yeah. I think so. And like anything, like, you know, if I get a pimple or something, I always get, it's like darker. It's not red.
Right.
Just like, you know, and I'm breaking out a little bit.
Breaking out a little bit here and there. Weather, yeah.
Weather, yes.
And how do you usually wear your eye makeup?
I like to wear eyeliner on the top of my eyelid.
Okay.
And you know, that's
so pretty simple, pretty neutral. You like neutral makeup?
Yeah, just what I pretty much have on right now.
Okay, that sounds great.
Yeah.
So how would you like to get a celebrity makeover by Eve Pearl? And we're going to take care of, you know, the certain problems that you have. You know, we're going to show you how you can even out your skin tone and make it look natural, and then show you how to do a neutral eye look and still maintaining the eyeline look that you like.
All right, I love that.
Yeah?
That would be great. Yeah.
Okay, let's go to the studio.
All right.
All right, come on. Okay, so here we are at Eve's studio. And this is Eve Pearl. Now, Eve, this is Letha.
Hi.
And Letha is of Indian descent, so she's got the typical problem that they usually have with their, you know, with kind of like uneven tone, especially darkening around the mouth area, and unevenness. You know, she's got lighter, kind of like in the forehead area and down the nose, and then a different shade again, like right in her cheeks.
She's beautiful. I understand what you're, you know, saying. You have a little discoloration here. Listen, we all have our issues. I have rosacea. You have a little blue that comes out, but you're gorgeous, and we're going to make sure that we bring out your cheekbones. We match. Let me just see your face and your body. Actually, your face and your body are pretty evenly toned, so we want to make sure that we match the two and have the colors stay the same. And I know that you're sensitive about makeup looking too heavy or feeling too heavy, so I want to make sure that it feels comfortable on your skin.
One makeup product that she cannot live without is eyeliner. So she wanted to have to maintain that eyeline look. Okay. But she wanted something that's neutral and something that's really quick that she can just do every day, but she still want a little bit, you know, just a touch of drama with her liner.
Yeah. Okay. I like the eyes a little bit.
You like that pop on the eyeliner. Okay. And I heard it was your birthday today.
It is.
All right. Happy birthday. I want to make sure you get the right look for your birthday, so when you go out tonight, you'll be hot to trot.
Absolutely. Okay. So you're in good hands. I'm going to leave you for a little bit, and then I'm going to come back and see how you look like later.
Okay. Thanks.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Here we go. You ready? All right, we're going to start with a little bit of the priming moisturizer. Whether your skin is oily or dry, you always want to moisturize. And I like doing a priming moisturizer because it will give you 2 in 1. All right, I'm going to do it with a sponge, and I'm basically going to put priming moisturizer all over your face. I'm also noticing that you have a little bit of shiny, you know, little oily areas, and most of us have combination skin. So this is the Eve Pearl Anti-Shine. A little bit on a sponge, and I'm going to apply it. For instance, you see like right here, I just put it on your nose. It made the shine completely disappear. I'm going to take a little bit more and put it right here on the top of your forehead. So all the little areas that are shiny, sometimes you don't even need to put any makeup on. You could just put a little bit of anti-shine. How great is that? And the same a little bit on the chin. I know, you're looking for the shine now, aren't you?
Looking for the shine.
You're like, where's the shine? And we are going to start out with our tan our tan foundation. This is the HD dual foundation. And what does HD mean? You know, you want it to, HD is like high definition, so it's really close up. And you want it to give you a natural cover, but to give you evenness. We're going to take the lightest color of the two. And I'm going to do your eye makeup first. The reason I do the eye makeup first is this way whatever falls down, I'm going to clean up again with the priming moisturizer. So you see I did put it on your eyes. It looks very light right now, but don't worry. Don't panic. You have to have faith. Half of what we do is technique because you know something's going to work. This is a little empty spray bottle that I put water in. You can put your regular tap water is fine. If you have a tap near you, stick your sponge under the tap. If you don't, have a little, then use the little bottle. And I'm really going to saturate this because you don't need a lot of coverage in most areas. Only in a couple of areas you need more coverage, which is, you know, around here. So I want the sponge to be more wet than not, because I want to see your skin coming through and looking like you have nothing on. So basically we put the light color of the foundation, which is really, these HD foundations, they're combination foundation slash concealer. So they do two things in one. I'm going to take the Photo Finish pressed powder. Again, Eve Pearl Photo Finish pressed powder.
Is that too light? Or?
That's a very good question. You know what? It looks very light, but it actually goes on translucent. So I'm going to tap 1, 2. Very, very little product because you need very little. I'm going to apply this to your lid because we basically want to put just a little bit of powder over cream will set it. Now, since you're a fan of eyeliner, I'm going to do two. I'm going to put eyeliner on you twice, once at the beginning and once later on. So close your eyes, and I'm basically dotting to connect it, and then I'm drawing the line. And since I know you like it thick, I'm going to give you a thicker line than I ordinarily would, because I want to give you your oomph. I mean, you got plenty of oomph already, but I'm going to give you some eyeliner oomph. And if you feel that I'm putting this, the first place I put this is in the center part of your eye. And this liner is fantastic because once it dries, it becomes waterproof. And don't be afraid to go over areas a certain time, and you want to get as close to the lash line as possible. Now, before I get to the very end, I would open my eyes like that halfway just to see how far you've gone. And before you reach the very end, you want to take ends out and slightly pull them up. Okay? Slightly up, so that we're not dragging your eye down. The same thing on this side. We want to slightly pull them up, okay? And we're going to make this, we're going to soften all that up, but still give you your dramatic eye. We're going to take the Diva palette, and I'm going to use, you can use any colors you like. Green, blue, black, wine, any one of these, or you can mix them all, like I do. This way you have to make no commitment. And I'm going to put this right on the top part of your liner. Close your eyes. Because I want to give it a little smoothing. And remember, we're going to actually put this liner on you one more time. But right now, I just want to create a little bit, give you a little bit of color. Oh, well, the Corin did say you want to have the natural look, eh? So maybe we're going to take off this blue. You know what? We're going to use the ultimate, a little bit more of the ultimate. A little bit of the brown and the green. And I'm going to go up into the crease, create your lid coloring, and the same on the other side, because I want to actually, believe it or not, we're going to keep this natural looking. I'm going to create a little bit of the crease for you and take it out. So we're going to take the mixer brush, and we're going to go into your medium blush. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to basically put a little of the medium blush right above the crease and work it out. The same thing on the other side. I'm going to take all 3 colors, 1, 2, 3, and do the same thing on the other side. And basically, I'm going to go above your crease area and work it down and work a little bit of it in. Okay, open. So you see we've taken out any of the harshness, and we're going to do a little bit back into the ultimate, a little bit of the rose and gold, and put a little bit of the rose and gold right in the outside edge, and also work it in. Now, the key to having it stay looking natural and actually last is putting it one time and then one time again on top of that. I'm going to now take the same ultimate palette. I'm going to take a little bit of the light and the gold together. And I'm going to put that right in the inner, on your inner eyelid, because I want it to have a little bit of a shimmer. See open? See a little bit of the shimmer? And I like having more of a matte look on top because usually it gets more shiny anyway. I'm going to take more of the liner now and I'm going to line your eye one more time to have a hint of the blue and green coming out. And I want to make sure that you have your oomph. And I'm going to hold the tweezer from on the inside part of the lash. And then when I put it down, I want to put it down as close to the lash line as possible. And then as soon as I place it, I want to ask you to open your eye. Good, and close. Now the reason I ask you to open your eyes, I want to make sure I haven't glued your eyes shut, because every once in a while, you will put too much glue, or the glue will still be wet, and they'll basically get both of your eyes. Open?
I thought it was getting...
It's okay. Open, even if it gets stuck, don't worry. Close. Because it very easily separates. And it's better to practice when it gets, you know, when you're with somebody. And now the important part, the Eve Pearl method part, is I'm twisting the outside part of the lash up and the inside part of the lash down. And you will see why in a moment. Open your eyes. Great, now let them dry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to brush your brows while I wait for your lashes to dry. We do 1, 2, 3. We do a combination, and we're actually going to just fill in because your brow shape is quite pretty. And I'm only filling in the top area and where, you know, it's a little sparse. And then I'm going to go into the front and make sure that we have just evenness. And I'm staying on top of your brow instead of pulling them down. Okay? And don't be afraid to, even though these are lighter colors than your brows, if you mix all the colors, it will make it look so it's more natural and there's not just some darkness. Now I'm going to take our mascara and I am going to actually hold your eye down. I'm going to put my pinky finger right on top of your lid and I'm going to weave the lashes together, your lashes, but keep your eyes open, but just look down. I'm going to weave your lashes and these fake lashes together so they become one. Now watch, with the same priming moisturizer, I'm actually going to clean up under your eyes. This is a very important step. The reason, and this is the main reason that I do the eye makeup first. All right, so I want you guys to notice this, that if you would do the eye makeup first, this is what you're going to have that you can remove with the priming moisturizer, and it's not going to go into your foundation. And you don't have to try to mix it in with powders. So it's a pretty big, you know, even though there are not a lot of colors, you don't want this going into your skin. Now, this is what the important part is. We're going to take the darker color, the darker color of the two shades. Okay, the darker color, and we're going to put that over the area where you have your acne and any blemishes or discoloration, and this is going to remove and make this so it's not shiny, it doesn't glow. Also the dark color down here. Okay, we're going to take a little bit of the combination of the light and dark because we realized the light is too light for you here, so a little combination of the two here, combination of the two here, and the darker one we could put down here. Now if you want to make the cheeks really pop, just take only the lighter right underneath here. We'll make that pop a little bit and this pop a little bit. You're going to see how we're going to create these cheekbones. And we take the sponge and you can again wet it some more. I know y'all are like, okay Eve, we get it, you like to wet the sponge, but I can't stress this enough. Wet your sponge. People think that this is a step they don't need to do, but I'm telling you, the biggest mistake women make with their foundation application is putting on too much product. You don't need so much product. We're wiping all this down. Now we're doing the light, and then the combination. And you see we want to give you a flawless coverage, but we want to be able to see your skin. Okay. Now I'm going to take our famous Salmon concealer, and you would be the tan. It's a dark color. I'm not sure if you would be comfortable using this on a regular basis on here, but I want you to see how great this tan. And I'm going to do one eye first, okay, in a little bit. So I'm going to do one eye. This is the magic, right down here. If you notice, I didn't go too far up by your eye. I'm staying a little bit lower, and I'm going to dab, dab, dab. Just dab it. And also in the inner corner of the nose, because a lot of people have lots of blue veins coming out, and also on the outside corner of your eye, because sometimes there's blue there too. Okay. Now, obviously there's too much product. I'm going to take the same sponge and I'm going to put it here. Take a little bit from here and put it here. Wherever you might have the blue that shows up, we want to get rid of it. So again, just because something is called a concealer doesn't mean you can't use it in other areas that you might need it. Like wherever you might have blue that comes out, don't be afraid. See, that actually took the blues away. Took our blues away, yeah. Now, the pressed powder, the same one, with our little finger puffy. Okay, a little bit. We're going to put it right here. And a little bit right here. And if you notice, I'm just dabbing. I'm pressing and just dabbing. I'm not rubbing, I'm not removing. Now, if you put some of this on and you feel like, oh, you know, I think the powder might be light for my skin, don't be scared. You go back into, now we're going to take our medium blush with our fan brush. All three colors. We're going to put your blush on. All three colors. We're going to put your blush on. And the reason I like mixing three colors is because you have a little bit of peach, a little bit of pink, and a little bit of the bronzer. I like to finish it off with a little bit of the bronzer at the very end. Say smile, please. Smile. And the bronzer has a little bit of shimmer. And you should not be confused between shimmer and glitter. Shimmer looks nice and warm and pretty, and glitter, not so much. Take your same black pearl liquid liner. We're going to take a thin brush. We're going to actually take the liner on with the brush, and we're going to make a very thin line, so it's almost non-existent, but it's going to be waterproof, so it's actually not going to move. And I'm doing it so thin, very, very thin. So the same thing with the little liner on a brush, and I'm applying it right to the edge of your eye. How about that? I'm going to take my little palette, and I'm going to put a little bit of the Stardust on it. I'm just going to use the bronzer on you today, because I think your lips are so beautiful that maybe just the Stardust, which is a bronzy color. I'm going to add a little bit now of the darker, maybe on the outside ridge. You know, usually I put the darker color first and I put the lighter color afterwards, but sometimes don't be afraid to experiment. And then if you want to give it more oomph, we're going to put liner. And you're going to remember what we just did so you can repeat it yourself?
I'm going to try.
All right. Well, thank you very much, and happy birthday to you. We're going to can't wait for Corin to come back.
I really like it.
You look hot. Good.
Hi. Oh my gosh. Wow.
You like it?
Oh, yeah. Do I like it? I love it. Do you like it?
I do.
Yeah?
I do.
Oh my gosh. What
I have fake lashes too.
No. Wait. Oh,
Wait.
Wow.
Look at her already batting her eyes. I love it. I love
Is this the same person I brought in?
Yeah,
here?
and look, do you feel natural? Do you feel?
I do.
And you.
Wow, your skin is like so even. I don't see the darkening. Breakout? What breakouts? And look how your eye just sparkle. Oh my god, there's just a certain sparkle in your eye with this eye look.
I just want to pinch her. She's so cute.
Oh my gosh, you remind me of like a Bollywood star now.
Oh yes, why not?
She be in the movies too.
You should.
Definitely.
Well, you know, Letha, you've been
Be-You-tified.